Sometimes our greatest enemy is neither failure nor obstacles, but the words of others. If you try to respond to every negative voice, you'll run out of time and energy. The world is full of judgment, but you were not born to please everyone. You are here to build yourself, to fulfill dreams that only you can truly understand. When someone belittles you, ignoring them is the strongest slap you can give. You don't need to fight back against every insult. Let them think they've won. Your silence is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of self-control and inner strength. A person of value doesn't waste their time on fruitless arguments. You only have one reservoir of energy. If you spend it on meaningless debates, nothing will be left for your own growth. Life is too short to chase every shadow. Instead of fighting everyone, let your path speak for itself. Your success will be the best response to all indifference and judgment. Sometimes, ignoring means freedom. Every time you ignore something, a weight is lifted off your shoulders. Learn not to take everything seriously. Not everyone deserves a response. The more indifferent you become, the calmer you will feel. And that calmness gives you the power to think, to create, and to move forward. The greatest revenge against the world is to become the best version of yourself. While others waste their time talking, you'll be busy building. Nothing is more inspiring than seeing someone who, despite all opposition, kept their head down, stayed on their path, and one day made everyone stand and applaud. Ignoring is a great art, an art not everyone masters. Be strong, stay silent, and let time give the answers. Keep moving, keep building, keep shining. The day will come when those who once dismissed you will wish they were in your place. Sometimes, those who laugh at you are the very ones who never dared to even begin the path you've chosen. Sometimes those who belittle you do so out of fear that one day you might rise above them. And sometimes those who call you a failure are simply speaking their own wishful thinking about you. But you chose to write your own story. Not with words, not with shouts, but with results that no one can deny. True revenge isn't a scream. True revenge is the silence broken by your success. Days will come when all those who spoke behind your back will be forced to watch you hold your head high. Not because you need them, but because you've proven that without them, you became better and stronger. Every tear you shed tonight becomes fuel for your next step tomorrow. Every betrayal you witness steers you towards those truly worthy of your love. Every humiliation and mockery pushes you to strive harder, learn more, grow further. Let them talk. Let them laugh. Let them think you're a failure. Because when the time comes, you won't answer them with words. You'll show them with your entire being how wrong they were. Your revenge is building a version of yourself you once thought impossible. Your revenge is smiling from a summit they never dared to look upon. Your revenge is success forged from blood, sweat, and hardship, yet so unbreakable that no one can tear it down. Remember, on this path, hardships are part of the map. Every obstacle, every setback, every closed door prepares you. You are not moving backward. Even when moving slowly, you are preparing for your next leap. And the day will come when you look back and see that all those dark nights, all that heartbreak, all that loneliness, transformed you into someone nothing and no one can hold back. That's when you'll understand. This is true revenge. Sometimes the best revenge is the silence that's broken by the sound of your success. When those who doubted you are forced to see you standing on the highest peak, they'll have nothing to say. You don't need to prove your worth to them, you just need to walk your path, be better each day than the last, and let the results speak for themselves. Remember this: when your focus is on personal growth, those who once caused your failure will have no choice but to witness your rise. On that day, without uttering a single word, you'll show them that true power lies in taking revenge through progress, not through resentment. So today, get up, train, learn, build. Not to throw it back at them, but to become the highest version of yourself. Because nothing is harder for your enemies and critics than seeing you stronger than ever without them. Sometimes people do things to us that change us forever. They lie to us, ignore us, break our hearts, laugh at our dreams, and sometimes even hope we fail. But right here, this is exactly where the real story begins. Let them think you're finished. Let them believe you'll never rise again. You don't owe anyone an explanation. Stay silent. All you need to do is build your days step by step, slowly but firmly. Real revenge is not striking back or giving them an answer. Real revenge is rising so high, becoming so strong, that your very presence takes their breath away. Every moment they discouraged you, every time they said you can't, every laugh at your expense, turn it all into fuel for your journey. Remember this: the people who underestimated you always make the same mistake. They don't understand what your silence means. Your silence means preparation. It means focus. It means building a version of yourself that no one can ever break again. You don't need their approval. Your success will be the only answer they'll ever get. And the day will come when the same people who talked behind your back, betrayed you, and abandoned you will be forced to watch you in silence, and you won't even look their way. This path isn't easy. You'll get tired. Your knees will shake. Sometimes you'll even doubt yourself. But remember why you started. Remember your tears, the sleepless nights, and the moments you told yourself, enough is enough. Those were the moments that shaped you. This is a quiet revenge. Quiet, but lethal. No shouting, just results no one can deny. And when you finally get there, when you stand at the peak, take a deep breath and remember, these are the moments you fought for. Sometimes the people who've hurt you did it to break you. They wanted you to doubt yourself. They wanted you to abandon your path. They might have shattered your heart or crushed your spirit. But know this: the greatest, most powerful revenge you can take is to rise, stronger than before, more successful than they ever thought possible. Make it so that when they hear your name, they remember the person who proved all their predictions wrong, the one who, despite every wound, rebuilt themselves, grew, and reached a place they could never have imagined. And one day, when you stand on the peak you built with your own hands, while they can only watch from below, that's when they'll realize their mistake in underestimating you. Real revenge? It's not returning bad with bad. It's walking your path without even looking back, building your own empire, and letting your success shout, "I'm back, stronger than ever." Sometimes life takes everything from you, your strength, your hope, even your faith in yourself. But know this: the moment you feel you can't go on, that very moment is when your greatest opportunity for growth begins. Powerlessness is just an image your mind creates. When you believe you can still take one more step, the miracle begins. No one is born a hero. A hero is someone who, in the middle of the storm, when everyone says you can't, when their body trembles with exhaustion, gets up and takes one more step. You become strong when, even in your weakest state, you decide to keep going. The world is full of people waiting to see if you win or lose. Some want to watch your downfall, but you must make even your enemies rise in respect. And this is only possible with one thing: resilience. True powerlessness isn't when your body is tired or the circumstances are hard. True powerlessness is when you believe you are defeated. And that is exactly when you must shout with all your being, "No, it's not over yet." Some days, everything is against you. Even your thoughts, even your memories. But you must learn to forge your strongest sword in these very moments. A sword made of will, not metal. Great men and women throughout history reached points where they felt it was impossible to go on. But they knew one secret. They knew that pain and powerlessness are temporary. But the glory of victory is eternal. It may be dark everywhere. A voice in your head might say, "Give up." But you must listen to another voice, louder. Your own voice saying, "One more step, just one more step." Every time you think you can't go on, remember that right now, thousands of people in the world are in even worse situations than you and still fighting. So you can too. Not because it's easy, but because giving up is the worst choice. Every blow you've taken, every tear you've shed, every failure is preparing you for the day you stand on the summit and say, "It was worth it." The people ahead of you today aren't necessarily stronger than you. They just didn't give up. So the only secret to overcoming powerlessness is to get through today, get through tomorrow, and keep going until the day you don't even look back. Let your pain be your teacher, not your jailer. Let hardships train you, not chain you. There is no peak not worth climbing. But know this: peaks belong to those who, even when their breath is taken away, take one more step. The world owes you nothing. No one is destined to take your hand and pull you up. This fight is your fight. And when you win, everyone will understand why you fought so hard. Every time you fell and got back up, you built a new layer of strength. This strength, no one can take from you. And finally, remember, you are not just getting through hardship. You are rebuilding yourself, stronger, fearless, unbreakable. The day will come when you look back at this moment and say, "This is where I became a hero." Powerlessness only becomes real when you believe in it. No force in the world is as influential as your mind. If your mind accepts that you can, your body and soul will find the way. Even if all signs are against you, you can change the course with a single decision. Every time you face an obstacle, remember it's just a checkpoint, not the end of the road. Obstacles are meant to strengthen you, not stop you. Powerlessness is a temporary label you can tear off. Those who succeeded always started from a point others called impossible. If you'd listened to the impossible, you wouldn't be here today. With every step you take, you prove that your weakness is where your strength begins. Powerlessness sometimes appears in the guise of fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of inadequacy. But when you step into the darkness, your eyes adjust to the light, and you realize it was never that terrifying. Every day you rise from bed and continue your path, even when feeling tired or unmotivated, you're fighting powerlessness. Don't underestimate this silent battle. This is where true heroes prevail. Sometimes your greatest strength is that even when everything is against you, you still breathe, you still try, and you still believe tomorrow can be better. This means powerlessness has never defeated you. Don't look back except to see how far you've come. Powerlessness traps you in the past, but true strength means choosing the future, even when the past still weighs heavy. No one can limit you except yourself. You define the boundaries of powerlessness. When you decide these boundaries no longer exist, the world takes you seriously. Remember, even a small step forward is better than staying where you were. With every step, you push back powerlessness. Victories aren't always grand and sudden. Sometimes they're built quietly. Whenever you feel you can't go on, remember why you started. Powerlessness defeats you only when you forget your purpose. Purpose is your compass. It shows the way even in the darkest storms. Your inner strength doesn't come from outside. It's built in silence, in moments when you're alone and battling yourself. Powerlessness cannot enter this personal arena unless you allow it. The biggest lie powerlessness tells you is, you are not enough. The truth is, you are already more than enough. You just need to believe it and build your life on it. Every time you fail, think of it as learning, not stopping. Powerlessness ends when you realize every failure is a step toward strength. Change is always hard, but the hardest change is shifting your perspective of yourself. When you start seeing yourself as powerful, powerlessness has no place to stay. Remember, even if everything is against you, one thing remains: your will. This is what makes the impossible possible. Powerlessness yields to willpower. Always.